query. So before that, we have to be see how to download our Oracle software. So for that, I have to be open the new Chrome tab. In that, you have to be type here Oracle software download. Yes. So you can see this first link. You have to be whatever you want to type. You can type it like Oracle software download or anything. After that, I want to write my SQL query. So here you can see this type of link. So you click on the first link. So I have opened the Oracle. Okay. Now we have to be see the things. Basically we have to be understand it two things for here. First one is Oracle Enterprise Edition. Okay, so this is the Enterprise Edition, and another one is the Express Edition. So XE. So this is nothing but the Express Edition, right? So wherever it is, Enterprise Edition will take the more memory, and comparatively, it is like a heavyweight. Okay, so this one Enterprise Edition, and like for installing the Enterprise Edition, you may find some performance down and performance low or decreased in your system, right? So it is better, like it is better to choose the Express Edition. Then it is like lightweight, and probably for at the first time, like you are learning for that purpose, learning purpose. Okay, so whatever the features are required, all those features are available in the Enterprise Edition. But it is Express Edition also, it is better that we can go with the, like if you want the heavy things, or if it takes some more, then you can go with the Enterprise Edition. So I will choose the, it is, you can decide it whether which one you want to go. So I suggest that Express Edition is convenient. Like I'm not saying whether you must go with the Express Edition. It's like your wish. If you want the Enterprise, then by default you will install your database. At the time of, you would get the tables like employee tables, and while learning purpose, whatever the features are required, so all sample tables, okay, in this. So here, okay, so you will get the sample tables like employee and department table, and the book table and the bonus table. So all these four tables you will get by default when you install the, when you install the Enterprise Edition. So in the Express Edition, let's say like you want any default tables, the database is installed along with the automatically the client, what I said yesterday, like SQL plus SQL plus, it will get installed automatically. So SQL plus will, so in this it is automatically, it is there. Okay, so you no need to be installed separately for this one. So it is automatically, it is installed automatically. Now we have to be create the employee table at the department table or some other tables in the Enterprise Edition. It contains some more features. Actually, those are required for the project development, but in the real, see here, like in the real time, for the testing or the time you are learning, so Oracle are connecting your the application to the database to just check whether the DML operations or the DDL operations are working properly or not. So you can go with the either Express Edition or the Enterprise Edition, so that as your wish. So what I do is I want to be install the Express Editions, which doesn't make my performance impact, it doesn't impact my performance to my machine or system. Okay, so that is only for the testing, so that is enough. Express Edition, okay, Express Edition is fine. When you are working some application, we will go and work the Oracle, and some application we will go for the SQL plus and MySQL. So directly I can go with the, otherwise I can go with the directly typing the Google, say the Oracle Express Edition. You can yeah, you can do anything. So it is like it will open the Chrome tab, and if you directly click this and search for the Express Edition, that is also fine. Or you can just go like this. Okay, so here, now you can see here, in this X stands for the Express Edition. You got it right. So you go with the 21C, 21C or 19C, it doesn't matter. Anything, anything from the 11G, which is also fine. 17G, 17C or 21C. Okay, so you have the different versions, right? So, but here it is as per your choice, as the database server, database servers are available, right? So different here. So today we are discussing installing the tables. What I will do, I'll just go to the, I have already clicked and it is getting installation. So it is a zip file. After, but before going to the, like, we have the two types of database. So if you want, I can write it here, so in it would be easier for you. Okay, enterprise edition. First one is okay. First, you have to be open the new tab. In the new tab, what you have to be type Oracle software download. Oracle software. Oracle software download. So in this, you can find the two things. First one is enterprise edition, and second one is express edition. So as we are choosing the express edition, 21C. Right. So which features contains the more features? Obviously, obviously it contains the more features. Enterprise edition. It has more features compared to the express edition, right? Enterprise edition occupies the more memory and impacts your performance for learning and practicing. You can install which one. You can go with the um, it might uh, it might cause your software slow. So for that reason, we like which is a lightweight software here, nothing but express edition. So let's see how to install. And as I click on the URL, so we have to be, so it is getting downloaded, right? So it will take some time as it contains the not even half of it is downloaded. So once it get complete, then we have to be, the zip file is available, no, then we have to be extract and unzip the file. After that, you have to be set up and start the installing the Oracle. I will show you that. First, we will directly go with the typing our queries in, like, suppose I want to be type the queries emp table. So you all know, right? Like, do you have the, if you have, you can open. Yeah, that's what we will do now. In any database, it won't be available, right? But let's see, it is getting downloaded. So in the meanwhile, as it is installing, we can practice the queries in the notepad plus plus. So it would be better for us because it takes time, I guess. Yeah. um, how you can tell me, like, just it is there. And if I take this question, like, I display the list of employees whose salary is, like, I just this is my question. Okay, this is my question. And I just want to increase little bit font size. Yeah, so this is my question, and what I want to get it displayed. Display the list of display the list of employees whose salary whose salary is more than the salary of Ellen, or yeah, any name you can take it, whose salary is more than the salary of. So I'll take the Ellen. So what is my question here? Ellen is one employee in the employee table, so which has a columns like employee ID, employee name. Okay, so employee ID, first one is employee ID, employee name, and employee department and employee salary, like that. So we have to do the. Okay, so we have these columns in the employee salary. We uh, we have we have all the salary list, right, in the salary columns. More than, we have to be find out how to display. In the meanwhile, it get downloads, right? So to check the entire salaries, first we will obviously go with the select star from EMP table. So, but I don't want the entire EMP table. But before that, so just assume how you will write this, and how we have to be go with the select star from EMP table, where employee name is equal to, how you will write this query if you want to get find like select star from employee where salary is greater than, or those whose salary is greater than an employee. So you will mention like that, or where the employee is LN. But what I want, the name whose salary is greater than the LN. So first, what I need to find out the salary of the LN. For that, which employee has more than the salary of LN? You got my point, right? So whose salary is more than the LN? So what in this. So as we are discussing about the display the list of employee whose salary is more than the salary of LN. So for this, like to find out whose salary is greater than LN, first what I need to find out, what is the salary of LN. For that, which employee has a salary more than the LN, I need to be find out. You got my point, right? So in this case, we will use subqueries. What subquery contains outer query and inner query. First, inner query will be executed. With the result of the inner query, the outer query will be executed. So how to write that query in within the parenthesis, like we will see now. What is my inner query to understand it better? So let me just write it here. So select. Okay, select star from EMP table. EMP where salary greater than, in the parenthesis you have to be write the inner query. What is the inner query? Select salary from employee. Select salary from EMP. Okay, so select salary from EMP where E name is equal to LN. Where E name is equal to LN. Where E name is equal to LN. So first here, first this is the inner query will be executed in the parenthesis, right? And then outer query will be executed. In, if ln salary is 5,000, then what would be the query is select star from EMP where salary greater than 5,000. So we would have write like this: select star from select star from EMP where salary greater than 5,000 or 8,000. So as we have discussed 5,000, so we would have like write like this. First, which query is executed? Inner query. So with the result of the inner query, outer query is executed. So this is called the subconcept. So subconcept, you got it right. So this is a three types: a simple queries, sub queries, and joint queries. Okay, so let me write it here. First one is nothing but the simple query, and second one is simple queries, sub queries, and third one is simple queries, sub queries, and the joint queries. So you should it is better that you should practice more. Cool. So let's check. If our database installation is done, then we directly type our queries. So let us check if it is get download or zip. Yeah, it is successfully downloaded, and this is my zip file. So here, yeah, so it is successfully downloaded. Now I have to be extract this zip file, right? So if you want, you can just click on this setup here. If you want to choose any drives or where you want to install it, so you can also do that. And if not, you can just directly click on this setup, extract all, and click on the extract. Okay, so once this is done, then we have to be. So in the meanwhile, we will practice another query, but I guess it will take some seconds to get it done once it get extracted. Yes, you have to be click on the yes. It is go to the download. So this is my after the extraction. Now you have to be click on this setup. So click on the next. It will install the drivers along with the database server clients, as well as clients also get installed. So who is our client? Which is nothing but the I accept. Who is our client? Which is SQL Plus. So you don't need to be install it separately. So if you want to change the drives, C drive or E drive or F drive, so you can select here. But I don't. I just want to keep it now in the C drive. So I'll click on the next. So automatically the SQL will, the client will get installed. So which is nothing but the SQL plus, right? After the extracting, uh, so here the database like Yeah, it is asking to enter the password. By default, it is taking the system as I'm installing the Express edition. So later on, after 1 week, we will see the MySQL, how these terms and conditions what we have already. Okay, we will see that one. So here, as I said, it password you can choose anything which contains the 5 letters. So let me choose here tiger or admin. So I'll just go with the admin, and here also admin. So it is easy to remember for me. So I have chosen the easiest one. So daily in our class we have to be do the password after the login, and once we do the authentication done successfully, what it is saying, so click on the install. Okay, so you have to be give, if it says the allows option, you have to be click on that one. The meanwhile, as it is, it depends on our the internet connectivity. It take some time. If it takes more time, then we will go with installation of our queries. Or let me just write it till it get installed. So what are the steps we have to be followed for the SQL plus? First, what we had it, we have click on which one? Oracle Express Edition 21C. Oracle Express Edition 21C. We have click on this for our Windows x64, for Windows x64. By default, it is x64 for whatever the softwares we are going to be installed. So you can choose this one, x64, for our Oracle. X is nothing but the Express edition. So it contains a zip file. Then once the file get download, so you have to be extract it, extract the zip file, extract. Okay, so after extracting the zip file, then you have to be click on this setup option, setup.exe file. You can see the location here. Okay, so once it get installed the software, you have to be click on the next, and how I agree the function terms. I so you have to be click on and then click on the next. Right. So let's see if our installation is successful. It is still, it might take another few minutes. So till then, we can try to practice our queries. It might take longer time as than we are expecting, as you have to quickly on and except after this. What do you know about the aggregate functions, as just now we have discussed, right? So you cannot use the max aggregate function in where condition, like. Yes, so there are like some things we have to be remember in aggregate, the conditions what it can be applied, and one more thing you might aware of, the limit. So limit doesn't work in the Oracle. It works in the MySQL, but it doesn't work in the Oracle. So you have to be remember a few things which can be used in Oracle and which can be used in the MySQL. So star means asterisk, right? It indicates all the rows and columns. So how we will define it? By the star mark, so which contains all the columns data. But I don't want uh, all the columns. Suppose if I want the names of the particular column, then I want to go with the only name. Select employee from employee whose name I want. There is a aggregate functions. So max of salary, if an employee has that salary, then he will get the highest salary, right? So what is the highest salary? 29K. Employee who is getting the highest salary is that name I want to get it print. So do you know and in equals will take the single value in, it will take the group of values. So there are so many that you have to be practice, and you might already aware of this. For example, there is a two employees getting the 29K salary. So I just want to get it displayed the two names, they are getting the same highest salary. What should uh, what should I will type here? So here, if this is an example, so how, uh, select, okay, let me just turn select e-name from employee where, from employee where salary in here. Inner query, what would be my inner query? Select max. This is again the aggregate function, right? Here I have to be use the salary column. So suppose it is SAL, salary from employee, from employee table. So first what it will do, oh, it will execute the first, inner query will get inner query will get executed, or outer query inner query, obviously. So as we have already discussed many times, the inner query, after that outer query, the way of executing the subqueries before we start our JDBC, we have to be practice many queries, and we have to be get it habituated, right? So let me just cross check if it is database configuration and error. It is just showing because I have done it twice, right? So that's why. As it is taking more time. So till then, we will discuss something like, do you know about primary key and the foreign key? You know how to create the parent child table, right? So child table contain the primary key, or child table contain the foreign key. Foreign key, okay, that is primary key for the parent table. Okay, so just I'm just trying to recap those. Okay, till it might take the longer time as usually than expected. So let's create one example to see here. So what is my question? Is create a table. Okay, so this is my question. We will create a table. So just rooms with columns. Okay, so what would be my columns here? First one is room underscore ID, and second one I will, so it is obviously room which, so second, room underscore type, and third one I will take it as a what is the rent, and another one I will take it as a hotel underscore id, which is nothing but the foreign key. Okay, so which is, I'll just define it for our better understanding purpose. Foreign. So in the room table, primary key is nothing but the room id. Okay, so this is my primary key, which is nothing but the room id. Let's see how this query look like. Okay, so let me, or I will write here. Okay, so let's see the example. Okay, create table. So what is my table name here? Hotel. Okay, so what is my first column? Hotel underscore id, and right, hotel id and the number. So I will, or just let me just do this again. And a number which I will give as a 8, so which is nothing but, so let me mention here primary key, and the second name is nothing but the hotel name, which is nothing but the varchar. I'll give as a 20. Right, and then I will take it as a phone number. Phone number. So phone phone number, which is nothing but the, okay, so it is number. So it contains 10 numerical values, and so finally I will take it as a another column, which is nothing but the rating. So I'll define it as with number. So let me take it 5 comma. Okay, okay, so here, and let me create the another table, which is nothing but the rooms. Creating the another one, create table rooms. So it has to be little bit good now, so that's why let me take this room id underscore. So what is the number? I will give here 8. Yeah, so it is nothing but a room id is a primary key, right? So I'll just write here. So next column I will take it as a room type. I'll take it as a work at 220. And rent is nothing but the, I'll take it as a number. And the last one is nothing but the hotel ID. Hotel ID, I'll take it as a number. I'm giving as a 9. References hotel, hotel ID. Yes, so what I did here, I have um, created the two tables. How do you create this foreign key? So that is like uh, because what here it should be equal or some but should not be less than the type either 8 or 9 greater than. So that's why reference parent key is a hotel ID primary, which hotel ID is the primary key. References parent key, right? And hotel ID is the primary key. Like this, we have to be write our two tables. It is still getting download. So this is a question like display the list of employees whose salary is more than the salary of Alan. Yes, so we have to be write the query for this one, but here before going to that, as I hope you understand like what is a CUI, what is a GUI. Okay, so my SQL workbench, which is nothing but the CUI. So we call it as a character user interface, and the SQL Plus is a CUI client which connects the Oracle SQL developer. So which is nothing but GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, so worked in client. Right. So what is the database server here? Database server is nothing but the Tomcat web server, SQL, and the SQL server. And the let's before going to this, we have to be understand like basic queries. What is the primary key, foreign key, creating the tables, inserting, updating, selecting records. Right. So let's discuss, and the keys were grouped by as well as what is a JDBC, why are we connecting Java to the database, um, Java to the JDBC driver codes, right? So we will surely go through that, and here. So what was my question here? And for we can also practice like the sample queries, which are very important before we do the installation of the SQL plus, right? So here my query is I want to display whose salary is more than the salary of Ellen. For that, you might already get that. So let's give a try. Select star from EMP. Select star from EMP where select star from EMP where salary greater than, like in the this is we call it as the inner query. So select salary from, right, EMP where E name is equal to ln, that we have to be mentioned here, from EMP where. So this is my answer. And first this inner query will be executed. What is the inner query? So this is nothing but the whatever we have to be right within the parenthesis, that we call it as a inner query, right? So first inner query will be executed and then the outer query will be executed. If Ellen's salary is suppose 5,000, so what would be our query is, in that case, our query would be select star from EMP where salary greater than 5,000, as simple it is, right? If what, if Alan's salary is 5,000, then what would be our answer? So this is our answer. So it is like as simple as it is. First, which query will be executed? Inner query. With the result of the inner query, outer query is executed. So first inner query will get executed with the result of inner query, then this outer query will get executed, right? So this is called the subconcept. So you got it right. So what is the subconcept? First inner query, then outer query. So there is a three types of simple queries, subqueries, and joint queries. You should be practice more for this one: subqueries, simple queries, and four types of joint queries. Cool. So let's check in our database installation is done, and we can directly type our queries. So as I guess the zip file is installed. Yes, now my zip file is installed. What I will do, I'll do the setup, and first I have to be extract this zip file. Okay, so just double click or go to the downloads. It's your wish again. Go to the downloads. This is my zip file, and how to extract. So click on extract all. So it is, just click on the extract, so it is extracting now. So you have to be choose the download location, the same folder. Once you done the extraction, you have to be set up, and it will, yeah, it will done the driver installation along with our database server. That client also get installed. Who is our client, by the way? Our client is SQL plus. So you don't need to be install it separately. It automatically comes with the Oracle database software only. So go to the downloads now. As extraction is completed, see, I got the normal folder. So it means extraction is completed. Now just double click on this, and now what you have to do. So this is my setup, right? Setup.exe file. Here you can see, right? Yes. So double click, So it is asking the permission. So click on the yes. So we are currently installing the Express edition. See, this is a welcome to the wizard for the Oracle database 21C Express edition. So just click on next, and you have to be accept these terms in the license agreement. Just I accept and then click on next, and then so it says that it is saved in the C drive. If you want to put it in the D drive or E drive or F drive, so you can change it. You have to click here and select the location. So as of now I just want to go with the C drive, so I'll just click on the next here. So by default username is already taken as admin, right? So now we have to be enter the database password and confirm the database password. So my cap locks is on. So yes, so what it is saying that we have to be create the password which is easy to remember, and so you don't feel that okay it's tough to remember. So just keep it whatever you wish, admin, or let me put this tiger. It would be easier. Okay, tiger or admin, anything. Now here click on the installation button. So it will again take a time. So you have accepted the terms, installation is done, and if you want to put it in the another drive, so as I said, as I showed you, right, so you can follow that procedure. So I guess it will take some time. So till then, in the meanwhile, while we can practice one more query. So it's pretty fast, I guess. So, yeah, no problem. So I just want to display the name of the employees who is getting the highest salary, right? So how do I do that? If I want to get displayed the employee's salary is who which employees who is getting the highest salary. So for that I'll just write select employee from employee where salary, and then what would be my inner query, select max salary from the employee, right? So it might take some time, so let me just write a question here. I want to, yeah, so display the name of the employee who is getting, it makes sense, who is getting higher salary. So this is my question, and what would be the answer for this one? So obviously we have to be follow the procedure, first the inner query, and then first inner query, then exit. It will be with the result of the inner query, the outer query will get executed. So for that, select first inner query, right? Select employee name from employee table where salary. So which operator I'm using here? In, right? And what would be then again my inner query is select. So here we are using the aggregate function, which is nothing but the max. Whenever we are defining the aggregate function, we have to be mentioned which column that it is in the parentheses. So salary. So I have to be put it in the parentheses from EMP or employee. To make it better, I'll just write the EMP only. So it is just for our understanding purpose. Select EMP name from the employee where salary and select max salary from EMP table. Right. So let's just check if it is, yeah, it is done. So click on this finish. How do you want me to write, like how to I follow this procedure to get it installed? Oracle Express Edition 21C, Windows x64, Oracle, which is nothing but the XE, Windows 64 zip. So then we have to be extracted the file, and then click on the setup and install the software. Right. So this is the procedure we have followed, and let me just cross check if it is successfully installed. So for that, how you will be checking here, just right here, SQL plus, here you can see, just open it. So as we have already discussed, like you cannot use the max aggregate function in where condition. So do remember this. And one more thing is the limit. So we use this limit to get the first three columns or five columns. So this limit operator does not work in Oracle. It works in MySQL, but it does not work in Oracle. So, what do you mean by this star? Star is, we can say, we can call it as a asterisk. It indicates all the rows and columns, right? So asterisk, what does the star means? All the columns, all the columns data, but um, all the names it will display. So I want by using this star own names. So on the time, how we will use, select, right, select employee name from the employee, from the same employee table, and whose name I want. So in that condition, I use this is aggregate function max of salary. If an employee, suppose if an employee has that salary, he will get the highest salary, right? So what is the highest salary? Just assume 29K. Employee who is getting the highest salary is that name I want to print. So I hope you have already, as we have discussed, um, a and 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 in. So where do we use this and where do we use in? And is nothing but will take the single value. It will take a single value. In is take the group of value. For example, there is a two employees, right? Those who are getting the 29K salary, so I can display the two names. They are getting the highest salary. Just assume, like, what should we type here? So as I have already explained this, so we can type like this. So select e name from the emp where sal in, as it is a group, so that's why I have used the in. And in the inner query, like, I will use select maximum aggregate functionality and salary in the parenthesis. So this is nothing but the salary from the emp table, right? So first outer query will be executed. First outer query will be executed, and then inner query. After the outer query, the way of executing the subqueries before we start our JDBC. So we have to be practice some queries as well to get it habituated, right? So, do you know about this primary key and foreign key? Uh, yes, obviously we all know, and how to how you know how to create the parent child table, right? Child table contains the primary key, or the child table containing the foreign key. Foreign key, right? So that primary key is nothing but the parent table. So if you want, let me just type it. Okay. In the meanwhile, that will get download our SQL place, so we will directly see in that. Yes, so I'm just recapping here. So let's create a table hotel with the columns of hotel ID, hotel name, and phone and ratings. Like I just want to use these four columns, and my primary key would be hotel ID. So and also I'll create the another table, rooms with the columns of the room ID and room type, rent, and hotel ID. So hotel ID, which is nothing but the foreign key, right? Hotel ID, which is nothing but the foreign key, as I have already wrote here. So how you will create the table, so just understand it, and let's type it here itself. So create a table. Nuclear. Create table hotel. So what would be my first column? Hotel ID. And my second, so I will give the number as 8 first, and it would be my primary key, right? Primary key. So to make it more, yeah, so my second column would be hotel name. I will take the worker, suppose 20, and I'll take another one which is phone number. Or I will take only phone. So I'll just take this as a phone number. So it would be a 10 basic thing. And now I'll just take it as a rating. So it is again the number in 5 comma 2. So I have closed. So it looks more good. Yes, so I have created this table. So let me create the another table, which is so hotel table is done. Now I'm going to be create the table of the rooms. So for that, what I will do, first I will create the table. So in this again I will take the room ID. Let's go with ID. Okay, number. It is my primary key. So I'll take it as again 8. So it is a primary key. You have to be notice here something. See here I have mentioned the 8. So let me take this first. Room type. I will take as a varchar and 20. So you, as it is a SQL plus, so you can use the varchar 2 under number rent. So I'll take the another one which is nothing but the column as rent.
अंकल कॉल सुन के वाला
Yeah, so I'm taking this as a number which is nothing but the 8, comma. Here we have to be remember the hotel ID number is 3. So if I take the 3, then it would have show the error. So because in the hotel ID number, I have yes. So the hotel number, which suppose it would be a 3, then it shows the error because in the hotel ID number is I have mentioned as 8. So it should be a equal or same, but should not be a less than that. We can type either 8 or 9 or greater than, right? So in the hotel ID number 9. So reference is hotel ID. So like that we have to be mentioned here. Hope you got it here. Rent number and so what would be my reference? References I'll mention here hotel ID. Hotel ID number is 9. So this is nothing but the references of the hotel ID, hotel table and hotel ID. Then underscore ID, right? Yes. So like this, we have to be create the two tables and before going to this one, let's check our SQL is ready that we have already installed it. And if you have any doubts, you can just go through this one. I have mentioned the link here. So this would be helpful www.oracle.com database slash technologies xe videos. It is nothing but the like express edition, so we don't go with the enterprise edition, so it is easy for us to get practice. So xe downloads.html. So click on the first this link and then you have to be extract the zip file. Once it done the installation setup, once you done the setup, you can automatically what happens, so SQL client will get installed. Then you can what you have to do, so you have to be directly open the SQL. So just type here SQL plus. Yes, here it is SQL plus. Now open. Yes, so it is opened. So you don't need to be separately install it by default. It will come. So here it is asking to enter the username. So what is my username? It is obviously system by default, and the password I have given tiger, right? So you have to be click on enter. So what it says, last successful login time is successful. So here if you want to see the tables which is already exist by default, on that time you have to be use the select star from tab, actually tab here. So you have to be just see the tables which are already here it is mentioned. Now and just clear this screen. For clearing the screen, how what command we have to cl scr enter. Yes, so it is done. Now I want to create the table. Select the star from emp. So we have just type it in the wordpad, but here it is not there, no. So if you want to see, just check what is there. Nothing wrong to checking, right? Select the star from which one? Emp table. Yes. What it says? Does not exist. So we have to, because the table is does not exist, so we have to be create. So like that, you have to be see the table does not exist. Most of the time we will use some any other table. So let's create one table which is I'll give the name as a DEPT, which is nothing but the department table. So create table DEPT. So DEPT is nothing but the department. Okay. So here first what I will take department number, then it is a number, and I'll give the file. Okay. The next column is I'll take the D name, department name, and it is nothing but the work at 2, as it is a SQL client, SQL plus. Here you can give the, or I'll take it as a 20. And what is my another column? Location. Okay, where the location would be. So I'll just give the location. It is work at 2 again, and give as a, then close it. And now you can just click on the enter and check if your table is successfully created. Yes, so it says the answer, a table is successfully created. Now let me create the another table quickly. Employee table, create table, create table emp, and emp number. So it is again the number. So I'll take it as a digit 8. So I'll just mention it as a primary key. Okay. And what is my another e name? Just e name. It is again the worker 2, and just give 20. After the e name, I'll take this as a salary, which is number, right? So first 9, and so this limit you can give it as a 9 or 9 comma 2 or something like that. Yeah. And so I will give as a like a recruitment date, or like hiring date would be, so you have to be mention it as a date, right? So date, it is date only. And what would be my another column, which is nothing but the department number, again it is a number, and I'll give as a 5. So this is references of the department table. References. What is my table name? DEPT. And what is the first column? Department number. DEPT underscore NO. Yeah, that's fine. So here it is, and close this.